Yesterday evening, I quite unexpectedly found myself recording the Isaïe 4th Sonata, which is a piece I used to play a great deal and which I really love. And while I was playing it, particularly some of the passages such as obviously the from the first movement, and the second movement, the slightly obsessive saraband, this material, even the last movement, it struck me that what I was actually playing was, of all of Isaïe's 6 sonatas, all of which deal very much with the performance of Bach, amongst other things, that the 4th sonata, the one he dedicated to Chrysler, was the one which dealt the most with perhaps the way he and his generation had been taught to think about old music when they were studying. That effectively what this is an evocation of the old manner of imagining the great masters in the 19th century. Obviously you can think of pieces, the famous examples would be things, for instance, such as Tchaikovsky's Mozartiana, or particularly with the French ballet writing. An example would be pieces like De Libre la Roi s'amuse, for instance. Ways of thinking about the oldie world, effectively, which might seem a little bit twee to us today. But they're not twee, and in many ways they show just as much understanding of the past centuries as we have today. So what I decided to do today was to go back to who's now a Belgian old master, Charles de Bériot. Of course, de Bériot is very much the school Eugène Isaïe comes from, and go back to a piece which I haven't played for a long time, which is one of his etudes, and this is an etude in imitation of the old masters. And what I'm going to do now is the first time I've played this piece. I haven't had a chance to practice it at all since I last played it, which was over a decade ago. Charles de Bériot wrote an enormous amount of really fantastic and characterful etudes and caprices, nearly all of them, even when he is apparently investigating a technical process. All of them have dramatic flair and quality, and some of them are specifically titled as exploring the gradations of emotions. This study I'm going to play now obviously shows that de Bériot had played Bach. There's a section in the middle which you'll hear definitely alludes to although de Bériot doesn't even pretend to be a contrapuntist, so he does no more than evoke the ghost of that Bach fugue. So this will also be interesting from my point of view because it's the first time I've gone back to this piece, and the technical information which included here is out of date from my point of view. So it's always interesting to go to a piece which I can see from my notes on it. I last did technical work, not necessarily the last time I played it. The last time I did technical work on it was on the 22nd of September 2006. And my hands have changed since then, and also the way that I like to approach the instruments has changed. So this is an odd little bit of time travelling.